Because it doesn't fit my face, I'm gonna have to do it more like a puppet. So
Okay. No intro. We're just gonna go with it because Anthony said so.
okay.
Okay, we're good. You may begin.
Excellent. Hello, sci-fi gangsters. This is a show where we talk about science fiction, comic book, and video games, but really it's just an excuse for me to catch up with my friends and to play Star Trek Adventures. I'm Anthony Denar, media scholar and person who just got quickly in from coaching my son's soccer game. So we're all running into the house last minute. Of course, the refs always start 10 minutes late. Let's start at the time when we're supposed to start. Anyways, so I'm rolling in here, so hopefully I won't be too flustered. But once again, that's what we're doing. We're continuing. We're finishing up our two-part episode. We began last time. Jeremy's smiling for some reason. It's very distracting. We're wrapping up our two-part episode. We didn't get very far last time because we were doing a lot of like rule explaining and that sort of thing. So hopefully we'll kind of work through this particular campaign or adventure. For those of you at home, spoilers for the rescue at Xerxes 4. Right, so that is the mission that we will be finishing up here, wrapping up here. But let's go ahead and introduce the panel. And we'll start off with my co-host Jeremy. Jeremy, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm getting ready to go on vacation for about a week, so I've really checked out
Nice.
for the most part.
Well, don't be checked out during this game. Of course, Jeremy, you'll be playing Lieutenant Commander. No. I promoted you to first officer. So Commander Jason Masters. And to kind of warm us up a little bit here, Jeremy, I want to know a little bit about your value here, because if you remember correctly, the values are more of an ambiguous kind of thing that you can. It's like a wild card that you can implement in the game, but it has to be specific to your character. So I kind of want to know what this is. So Jeremy, I just listed in your values here. Of course, this is something that I put together for you. Jeremy, you have under your values admirer of Zindi culture. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? Because you do have a Zindi in your squad here. So what does that mean? You are a human who admires Zindi culture.
So being as I have repressed most of Enterprise, I'm just gonna wing it. So he admires the Zindi culture in the way that they have very different groups, all kind of united in the same area, a lot like the Federation. And that is all I remember about the Zindi culture.
Well,
So you don't want to touch my tail? No, he doesn't want to
Very
touch
good.
my tail.
is this something that your character, does he collect artifacts from Zindi culture? Does he watch like Zindi television? Like, I don't know, like how how does this apply?
I don't know what was your expectation for how it applied.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you're just someone who's studied that culture. Maybe you wrote your thesis on it. Who knows, right? That's part of the academy, right?
Yeah,
You wrote-
he say he roomed with a Zindi and went home with him one summer and got to know the family.
Very good. I like this. See, now we're getting to it. Now we're getting to know your character a little bit. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to Slaw, Lieutenant Slaw, played by Acid. But first of all, Acid, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. My youngest is sick with the flu right now, so
Oh, that sucks.
I've been at home with her all day, so I got to work from home. That was interesting, but all the buses went out, came back, so that's good. And everyone got paid today, so that's even better. So.
Well, very good. Of course, you've been working hard. I will say that I have been getting quite a few text messages saying that buses have been shut down. And every time I say to myself, when I see these text messages, I was like, who's the son of a bitch who's in charge of this? Just to make myself laugh.
Yeah, you should.
Just to make myself laugh.
I hope you've downloaded the app like your schools have told you to do.
Ooh.
Maybe that's on me.
Because soon you're not going to get those calls anymore. The bus just won't show up and you'll wonder why.
Very good. I know you've been working hard there, but tell me a little bit about Slaw. I want to know about your value of never back down. Why do you have that value?
Because as a Tellarite, as I said, Tellarite, I'm smaller than the average species. So, in a nutshell, in order to strengthen my self-esteem, I'm a little bit on the side of I'm never going to back down just because I don't want to seem weak. So I'm just going to go for it. And whether I fail or not, doesn't matter. I'm going to go for it because it's just who I am.
Would you say you have a little bit of a Napoleon complex, or is it just something that you feel like you have to because you are a smaller being? Like how does that work exactly?
Not necessarily a Napoleon complex, just like I said, just kind of in a nutshell, my size. Everyone, just kind of looks down upon me. At least I think so. And,
is there a particular moment where you never had to back down, where you didn't back down from something? Part of your backstory that would apply to this.
Nothing specific. No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Maybe we'll make it.
I mean, ever since I was a wee lad. Apparently, I still am a wee lad. I've never been one to shy away from a fight. I've never been one to shy away from a challenge, especially in the shuttle races that I took part of when I was doing shuttle races.
Yeah, last time we talked about how you were really big into shuttle races, and that would be an example of never backing down, like on a dare, maybe something like that. See, we're getting to know your character a little bit.
I don't like to get too personal. Okay.
Oh,
it's just how I do. All right.
Well, I like it. Well, and just a reminder.
Do I need to come over there? Huh?
Okay. Well, okay. Very good. Once again. But yeah, so just remember that values, how they come into.
I'm sorry.
So go ahead, CJ.
I'm sorry. I was yelling back at my wife.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. But to remember values, how they come into play in Star Trek Adventures. If you remember, you get one determination per episode. So I'll give you one determination, and you can use it to use one of your values. Now you have to explain to me why this particular thing that you're doing applies to your values, right? And we're sort of already establishing that right now. So if at a particular moment in the episode, you're like, you know what, this kind of applies to my value, so I'm going to use my determination, and that will give you a true one. You get it counts as one roll of one, and a true one gives you two. It counts as two, right? Does that make sense, everybody? It gives you two successes. If you roll a one, it gives you two successes, right? All right, very good. Does that make sense, everybody? All right, well, very good. And then we'll move on to
perfect sense, Anthony. Perfect sense.
To move on to, you all looked at me like you were so confused, like you couldn't believe. But anyways, go ahead, CJ. How you doing, first of all?
I'm doing great. Doing fine. Doing wonderful. Having a great week. Starting out. It's not bad at all.
That's good. You want to switch for a week or?
No, I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
I was highly annoyed like the last 2 weeks dealing with Army stuff still. So they decided that we had a debt, and I'm like, yo, how do I have a debt? And I just got back home. So it was some weird janky stuff happening. So you can trade spots in that part if you don't want to get paid.
No.
Exactly.
I need to get paid a little bit, just a little bit though.
And now all is well though.
Well, good to hear, CJ. And of course, CJ, you're playing the Xindi reptilian Donkra, who just happens to be the chief security officer. And you have the value of alien exotic melee weapons. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that? How does that apply to you?
Well, it applies. So as you already know, we talked about it last time. I was orphaned by conflict. So naturally, I wanted to be accepted by anywhere I went to. So I would go from place to place to place, from fleet to fleet to fleet, and I would pick up a different weapon or a different understanding of combat from each place I went to, so that I can be accepted. As you already know, I'm aggressive. Our species is naturally aggressive as it is anyway. So I naturally took on these different weapons out there and quickly, took pride in these melee weapons that became available to me, especially now that I'm part of Starfleet. And I have this, he doesn't want to admit that we were roommates, but the captain, he's a roommate of mine. He really enjoys my company because he just keeps it a secret. You see, he keeps a straight face on. Look how straight his face is right now. So even more so, I'm trying now that I know that he has a thing for me, I'm always trying to impress him with the weapons of his culture.
Well, okay, so are we establishing something here that you guys have known each other before this mission? So James Masters, was this the person that you went like for a summer with? Like, is this the same Zindi, or are you just hanging out with?
No, he dated my sister.
Well, what is it? What is it, Jeremy?
Sure.
Okay. And did you also date his sister for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it obviously wasn't that good. They're not together anymore, I don't think.
So you're not together anymore, right?
Oh, the claw marks on his back.
So you did a little bit of hitting and quitting it, but you and Donker are still good, right? So you guys there's no bad blood there.
I think most of it's because me and my sister, we look so much alike, and then when he met me, he's like, "Oh, God damn it!"
Well, very good, excellent. He's
kissing this,
This is how we develop this right here. All right, very good. All right, there you go. Good. Okay. So we're making Jeremy feel uncomfortable, and that's all that I care about. All right, good. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of last time on Star Trek Adventures. We'll do a little bit of that, right? Did you like that?
Yeah, it's cool. Okay, and make me catch up on my notes.
All right. So what ended up happening, right? You were all you're joining your new assignment on the USS Pike. You're on your way to the Shackleton Expanse. You all are taking a runabout to the USS Pike to rendezvous with the Pike. On the way there, you get a distress call, right? You think about it for a little bit, and then because you weren't acting, I went ahead and had Jellicoe call you and order you to go to the planet. You ended up going to the planet, and on the way, when you were attempting to land on the planet, you run into some trouble, and you have a crash landing on the planet. Lieutenant Slaw did a pretty good job of avoiding any serious injuries for anybody. He landed successfully on the planet. But however, now the runabout is disabled. Like there's no way, you can't use the computers, you can't fly it, right? So now you have to leave on foot. As soon as you walked outside, now remember, Asha is part of this party as well. I'll try to figure out how we establish how she's not part of this episode, right? But she's part of this as well. As soon as you walk outside, you notice that there are, 4 or 5 Neanderthals who had Starfleet uniforms on. You battle the Neanderthals and you successfully knock them out. You find out that these Neanderthals are actually part of the research party who you were there to rescue, right? So you know that something in the environment, this is something that Asha figured out at the very end of the episode, you figured out that there's something in the environment that de-evolved the research team, right? So now that's kind of where we left off, where you guys are kind of, I think you ended up bounding them up and putting them somewhere. Maybe you put them inside the shuttle bay or the shuttlecraft. I can't remember.
In the shuttlecraft. Yeah,
put them in the shuttlecraft.
We did.
Very
While
good.
Blaming the captain for us being stranded.
All right, so blaming the captain. Wow, there's some drama, some conflict going on there. All right, so and then remember Acid, or I should say Lieutenant Slaw, did get injured, but he was healed by Asha before she is looking down at her little medical tricorder, and it erupts and knocks her out. So you're going to have to put her into the shuttle bay because she has passed out, and you're putting it in there so she cannot join you for the rest of the episode today, right? Okay, there you go.
She's protected from the environment.
She's protected from the environment. She's all good. Okay, it's just the three of you now. You're one person down. It should be noted that you are without your medical officer, but that's okay. We'll figure this out together. All right. What do you want to do?
I mean, we need to make our way over to the research station, right?
That is correct.
Do we know the location of the research station?
You do. So you open up your tricorders and you triangulate the location.
Is my tricorder working again?
It is. Remember, you guys have fixed it. You ended up fixing it.
Okay.
You actually banked a bunch of momentum too when you did that, didn't you? I think, if I remember correctly, you banked. I think you ended up with 5 momentum. However, it's a new scene, so you lose a momentum. So now you have 4 momentum that you can use for the rest. Okay.
So we head towards the research station.
4 momentum. Okay.
So you have 4 momentum right now. Remember, you can use momentum to maintain initiative. You can use momentum to re-roll a die. Okay. We'll go ahead and proceed. All right. So you're making your way to the research station. You know exactly where it is. All right. So it is obvious that the march to the science outpost is no simple stroll. The journey covers several kilometers, and the terrain between you and your goal is rough and rocky, with strange and abundant flora blocking the path. So as you can see, you're noticing that it's not a straight path. It's kind of a rocky terrain. There's a couple of areas where there are some sinkholes, and there's also some strange looking foliage that you've never seen before. You can kind of see it in the distance a little bit, but it's like a colorful foliage that you have never seen before. Okay. So you're making your way towards the research outpost, and you come to a ravine, right? It's a huge ravine, and you look, there's no way to go around it, right? There's no way to go over it. There's no way to go under it. The song, right?
You gotta go through it.
You gotta go through it. All right, very good. All right, you are looking at the ravine, but you notice that there is a fallen tree that you could kind of shimmy out to make a bridge. Okay. Now, does anyone want to try to do this?
Making a bridge. I guess the question is, does this ravine have water in it, or does this ravine have poisonous animals, or we're not too sure of it and how deep is this ravine? Yeah. Even though we can make a bridge, but like if we accidentally fall off or anything like that, how deep is this ravine?
If you fall off this ravine, you would be significantly injured. It would be a life risking injury if you were to fall in the ravine.
And we have no doctor.
And you have no doctor. To kind of give you a heads up, in order to be the first one to cross, it is going to be a fitness and security check, right? With a difficulty of 4. So the difficulty of crossing this ravine or making sort of like fixing the bridge and crossing would be a difficulty of 4. So, but if somebody wants to try that, you can.
I guess I'll try.
Okay.
I'm still trying to impress. Even though my sister messed it up for me, I'm still trying to impress the captain here. So I'll go ahead and try to go first here. I have fitness of 11 and security of 5. And,
okay. So now remember, in order for you to succeed at this, you have to get 4 successes. You only have 2 die. So you're probably going to have to buy some additional die. Now you have 4 momentum, right? It costs 1 momentum to buy 1 die and 2 additional momentum to buy 2.
Wait, what checks are these for?
These are fitness and security.
What's your fitness at Dankra?
He's got the best fitness.
Yeah, I have 11.
Okay.
So he would have a 16, right?
Yep.
Do any of your focuses help out with this?
Any of my focuses, let me see. 0, security system, deception, fortification, maybe. But I think that's more in reference to, base operations and survivor. So if I fall off, I'm assuming that the damage wouldn't be as bad
We'll kind of
as
figure
everybody
that. We'll
else's.
figure that out part. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you want to do? Do you want to try to risk it and roll your 2, but then buy a 2 additional die? So you'd have to use 3 momentum and you would have 4, but you would have to hope that all 4 of them would be a success.
And that's anything over 4, right?
That's anything under your 16.
Anything under 16. Okay, bet. Yeah, I'll take that chance.
Okay, so you're spending. Is everybody okay with that?
So we're saying only he has to roll for it for the entire group?
So remember, he's the one that's doing the task. Why is someone saying
this
they
is
want
the
to help?
bridge task, not the crossing
Well,
task.
but we all have to climb over it, right?
Let's just say that if he's successful, he can make it easier for the people behind him.
Well, hang on. Is it a bridge yet? I thought we were still making a bridge.
He's making the bridge.
Okay.
He's making the bridge right now, right?
So he's not actually crossing it right now.
He's kind of doing both at the same time. He's
okay.
making it and crossing it at the same time, right? Let's say he's kind of jumping on it to make it, sort of kind of a thing.
Okay.
Is someone going to try to assist?
I can assist.
Tell me how you're going to assist.
Well, I'm always
like just describe to me what you're doing.
Okay. Do I need to give you my values?
No. You just tell me what you're going to do, and I'll tell you what you need to roll for.
Oh, I'm going to support the tree itself.
Okay.
While he's trying to keep his balance on building this.
All right. I will allow that. So we're going to do 4 die. Okay. So you have 1 momentum left.
Mm-hmm.
So Dankra, you have 4 dice to roll, 4 d20s. Okay. All successes are below 16. And if you get a true 1, that would be 2 successes. And then Acid, or I should say Lieutenant Slaw, you'll be rolling an additional die with fitness and security as well. But that's based on your stats. Okay. So yours would have to be 10 for a success.
10 or lower.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll start off with Dankra. Go ahead and roll your 4 d20s.
All right, I'm rolling now. 19, 5, 16, and 4.
So 1, 2, 3. You have 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Because that 19 does not count as success. Okay. And then Slaw, do you want to go ahead and roll your 1d20?
Okay, I got a 3.
All right, there you go. All right, so as Slaw is holding on to the tree trunk, Dankra kind of jumps on it and forces it down, and he successfully crosses the ravine without being injured. And he's created this bridge for everybody else to cross. And because the bridge is pretty stable, everybody else can cross with a difficulty of 1. Okay. So does everybody else does the rest of you, one at a time, are going to try to cross?
Am I allowed to carry anyone on my back? Make it a little bit easier?
Let me say, if you were to do that, it increases the difficulty because you're having on the back. So you're sort of relying on them to be able to do that. Okay. So do we want to start out? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. So we have Slaw. You have 2 d20s because you don't have any more momentum to buy anything. All right. So go ahead and roll your d20s. And we're still doing fitness and security here.
All right. A 15 and a 14.
So
that did not go well.
okay, all right. So you unsuccessful. All right.
Yeah.
So as
I'm hanging on.
as Slaw is crossing the bridge, he slips, right? And he's falling down like towards a ravine. Donkra grabs his hand, right, to save him from falling to the ravine, right? But as Slaw is falling, right, because Donkra grabs his hand, Slaw hits his head onto the side of the ravine, and he's knocked pretty hard. Donkra lifts him up, right, and but so Slaw, you've made it past the ravine, but you have another concussion.
Have a concussion.
you have another concussion. So your difficulty is added one extra to all your rolls from now on.
Oh boy.
All right, so Commander Masters, why don't you go ahead and cross? We'll say the same thing.
So there's nothing else nearby, right? It's only this log.
Talk to me. What do you mean, like? Yeah, so the log
the
is.
Commander sees a hovercraft that's going across the ravine to his right.
Or he's holding onto a vine to walk across.
Yeah, log,
that would have been good, actually.
The log really is your best bet here. There's nothing really else. If you could try to jump, but the difficulty would be because Donkra already made the bridge for you. You're really just crossing that bridge.
What's the gravity on this planet?
We'll say it's very close to Earth gravity. So you have a fitness of 7 and a security of 1, right? Is there any way? How else would you cross this bridge?
To use my knowledge of computers to modify my phaser to turn it into an anti-grav gun.
Okay, interesting. Oh, so we're gonna do that task first, and I'm gonna allow you to have a difficulty of 1. So this is going to be a insight and science. No, engineering. Insight and engineering first with a difficulty of 1. So you got 2 d20s here. Difficulty of 1.
All right. So the first one I rolled an 8. Second roll I rolled a 16.
So one of them is not successful, correct?
Yeah.
And one of them is. All right. So you successfully you've adapted your phaser to create some sort of anti-gravity thing, right? You hook it up to your arm, and you walk across the ravine, and successfully cross. All right, successfully cross the ravine. All right, so
loads and it goes flying off.
So you have right now. So what did you convert was it your phaser?
Yes, my phaser.
All right, so your phaser is now an anti-gravity adjuster. Okay, so you guys are all successfully across the ravine. So you're gonna keep going towards the research station. Okay.
As I curse Jellicoe the whole way there.
You curse Angelico,
yeah.
And of course, Slaw is like stumbling, right? He's having a hard time getting.
Damn it, okay. Captain Jellicoe, can't believe it.
All right, very good. Yeah. Okay, so you get to a certain location, and there's a very thick brush of exotic foliage. It's like bright colors, like a bright pink, bright reds, bright blues. You've never seen anything like this before, right? Now you know that you're going to have to go through it, but it's pretty thick going through it. So what do you want to do?
I would like to take my tricorder first of all and check for any medicinal foliage that I can use to help with my concussion.
Okay, so okay.
So to clear my head, so to speak.
So you're scanning right now?
I'm scanning with my tricorder.
You're getting inconclusive data. Like you're not finding anything particular that would help out with that particular function.
Okay.
Okay.
What about scanning for harmful foliage after that?
Okay, so what you're going to do now is who wants to scan? Is it going to be you, Slaw?
Yeah, I'm scanning.
Okay, so Slaw, I want you to do a reason and science.
Okay.
A reason and science with a difficulty of 1. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 11. Oh, we just lost Jeremy, didn't we?
Uh-oh. He disappeared.
He'll come back in.
He ate some of the foliage without scanning.
Oh, no. So Acid, what you're doing right now is you're scanning the foliage.
Right,
You have a.
Here's my scanner. And what I do a what now? A D20 one D20?
2 D20s. You have 2 D20s, and if it's a difficulty of 1, so you need to have 1 success to be successful at this.
Okay, so I need you said a reason and a science?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 14 for 1. Oh, and 1.
All right, that counts as 2 successes. I'll go ahead and bank 1 momentum.
Does it?
Yeah, a true 1 counts as 2 successes.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get there.
All right, so you're scanning the foliage, and you notice that there is something very unusual about this foliage. It could be very harmful if you are infected by it. Like there's something in it that would hurt you. But you have to go
That's
through
my
it.
surprised look when I scan. It's just for you guys.
All right, so let's do this.
It will hurt if I what? If I touch it or if I eat it?
You can hurt it. You're not sure how. Like you don't know if it's through touch. You don't know if it's through breathing yet. But you know that being in the presence of this could potentially be harmful.
Is it? And that's everywhere. It's just all over the place. Is that what you're telling me?
It's all over the place. All right. Okay. So what you're going to do is what is called an extended task. Okay. So this extended task is basically you are think of it like combat, right? You are attempting to get to a certain point, right? So you're attempting, but you have a certain amount of attempts before negative things could start happening to you, right? Where is Jeremy? Did he text?
Yeah, he did. He said his internet dropped out, but he's power cycling his router to see if it's him or his internet provider.
So let me explain to you how this is going to work. Okay, just kind of be clear. So you have a work track of 10. So you essentially have to get 10 successes, right?
10 successes.
10 total out of everybody?
Out of everybody. Okay. Now here's the thing. You have to spread it out. So not one person can do it because it adds. So if one person does it and then you want to keep that person, it adds a difficulty of 1 to it. Okay. So it's better to spread it out.
And how many?
You have 3 attempts
each.
After that, something negative can start happening to you.
Wait, hang on, back up. So we have to do 10. We have to get 10 successes.
Right.
How many rolls do we get?
You get 3. You get essentially 3 rolls, right?
3 rolls each.
No, 3 rolls total.
Well, how do you get 10 successes with 3 rolls?
Because you can get multiple successes, right? So you can get. You can use momentum to get successes, and hold on a second. You can also get breakthroughs. Hold on a second. Difficulty of 2. Hold on, let me figure this out while Jeremy's hopping in. It's funny too because if I
roll and I succeed 3 times, that's still not 10 successes. That's why I'm confused. How'd you get him? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Oh, he's back. Commander.
There he is.
Okay, I know. So yeah, it's not successes; it's hits. Right.
Hits.
So Right. Sorry, I should have known this. Okay. So in other words, if you succeed, then you roll for a hit or not. Right.
Okay.
Right. So it's like combat, right? You have to succeed first in order for you.
So that number is the number of hits, and we have to get 10 hits.
Exactly. There you go. I was wondering. I was like, I know this. Why do I not know the answer to this? Yeah, good. All right, good.
Commander, I'm sorry you fell. Here, let me help you up.
All right, so right now, Jeremy, we're doing an extended task. Okay, so think of this. So this is something that happens a lot in Star Trek Adventures, right? So think of it as combat without combat, right? So right now, you are surrounded by dangerous foliage. You have to go through it. It's already sort of affected you. So what you're trying to do right now is figure out a way, an antidote, so to speak, right? To get through, or find a way to get through it. Okay.
Well, thankfully, I converted my phaser to an anti-grav gun, so I can hold it in front of me, fire it, and push everything out of the way.
Oh my.
Okay.
How beautiful.
Very, very good potential solution. However, the foliage has been around you this whole time, so you've already been affected. Okay. I like it. I like your your creativity here. Okay.
He just
so with this
squashed your
extended task,
creativity.
so with this extended task, I need someone to go first, right? So you have 3 attempts here.
Slaw
So who
first.
Slaw?
Yes, I look for adventure and I never back down.
All right, Slaw. Okay, Slaw. So this is what I want you to do.
And if Donker
First of
dares
all,
me
I
to
want-
do it, I'll do it too.
First of all,
Dare you.
Slaw, I want you to tell me how you are going to determine what is dangerous and what is not dangerous.
I've already
this is what I
determined
want
that
you-
with my tricorder.
Is that what you're doing, Slaw?
No, I've already scanned it. You said it was dangerous.
Yeah. So so Slaw's trying to figure out a way to either get through it without being affected, or trying to find some other way of getting through it. How's Slaw going to do that?
Oh. Well, first I'm going to attempt to shoot the foliage with my phaser to see if there's any effect.
You're going to shoot the
Only stun though, on the lowest setting. Just in case
Little birds are falling out
just
the
in
trees.
case either it's a life form or there's a life form hiding behind the foliage that I can't see.
Okay, so you shoot your phaser into the foliage, and it sort of strikes a plant, explodes, and nothing really happens.
Okay, well, nothing got better or worse, so that's good.
Okay. All right, so
Did the foliage disintegrate?
it did disintegrate. Yeah.
Oh, well, that would need.
So you showed that
I showed that plant.
who
Even on
was
my
boss.
stun setting. Goodness.
Okay. What are you going to use in terms of your deciphering? A bit like what are you going to use here? What are you going to? Is it going to be mostly science? Is it going to be like fitness? What are you going to use here?
It's not going to be science. I can tell you that right now.
Okay.
Me no think so good with the
Okay.
science. Yeah.
Go on. Go play.
I would say. Gosh. My presence is pretty high. I would say my presence is fairly high. So as a Tellarite,
Okay.
I am going to take a risk as me, and just carefully brush it aside with one hand to see what happens.
So you're kind of just going in like
I'm just gonna go in. Yep, I've already shot it. I've already shot it. Nothing really happened. It didn't glow. It didn't shoot me back. So I was pretty excited about that.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do.
I'm gonna attempt to pull. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna attempt to pull up one of the smaller foliages up from the roots to see if I'm injured.
All right, so this is what you're gonna do: daring and command. Daring and command with a difficulty of 2. Daring and command with a difficulty of 2.
Hang on. How many rolls?
So you have 2 d20s. You do have a couple momentum if you want to use one momentum to get an extra die.
Daring and control?
Daring and command.
Command. Oh, there it is. Okay.
And so it's 12?
So 15.
Did you want to spend a die to get an extra, or spend a momentum to get extra die?
No, it's pretty high. 15 is pretty high. I think I can roll under 15.
Oh, so you're thinking you're gonna get both of these? Okay,
so.
all right.
First one's a 6.
Oh wait, hold on. You have a higher difficulty because you have a concussion. So
that's right.
It's a difficulty of 3. Do you want to wait until see someone else to do it?
No, I'm just that stubborn.
Okay. So do you want to use an extra die? Because it's impossible for you to get it.
Now I have to use an extra die, so yes.
Okay, so you're using an extra die.
I'll use an extra die.
Okay, so you have 1 momentum left, so now you have 3 die. All right, it's a difficulty of 3 now because you have a concussion.
I did. I rolled a 6 for the first one.
That's a success.
I rolled an 11 for the second one.
That's a success.
And I rolled a 10.
Oh, look at you. All 3.
Stubborn man.
Very good. All right, so
I'm going to do it.
So Slaw just goes in there. He's like, you know what? I don't care. Almost like, sort of like just jumps in there, pushing things out of the way, and he gets through, and he doesn't seem to have any negative effect. All right.
And my concussion is healed. It's crazy.
But here's the thing. Now I need you to roll some 6s. So I want you to roll.
D6. Okay.
Yeah, D6. I want you to roll. Where is it at? I thought I saw it in here somewhere.
Is this the one where you have to get 10 hits?
Yes.
This is where the 10 hits comes into play.
Exactly.
All right. How many rolls? Oh, you said 3. Right?
Yeah. So you're going to roll a
D6 3 times.
What did you use again? You used command. So you'll roll 2. Yeah. So 2 plus 4 is 6. So roll 6 D6s.
6 D6s.
6 D6s. Now remember,
Lord.
1 is 1 success or 1 hit. 2 is 2 hits. 3 and 4 do nothing. 5 and 6 do something with an effect.
Negative effect. Gotcha.
Or it's actually positive effect. But go ahead.
Okay. 5.
That's
1.
That's a hit.
2.
That's 2 hits.
6.
That's a hit with an effect.
1.
That's 2.
1.
That's 2.
3.
That's nothing.
2.
That's all right. So you successfully get through it.
Okay.
And you made it through the work track. So we're good through the poison plants. I feel like I did something wrong here. It's okay. We'll move on. We'll move on. I feel like I did something wrong here. And it's probably because I've had too much to drink right now. But yeah, I definitely did something wrong. It's funny because I had this all prepared when we were ready to go, and now I totally forgot how to do it.
It's okay. We didn't get touched by the poisonous plants, so we're good.
All right, good. So as you made it through the poisonous plants unharmed, and now you have made it successfully to the research station. Okay. As you walk into the science station is intact but heavily damaged. There's damage on the exterior, mostly dents and punctures on the surface, but a few areas of phaser fire are evident as well. Inside the outpost, the place has been vandalized. From the living quarters to the kitchen to the laboratories, it is obviously that someone or something wrecked the place without regard. All communication devices have been smashed. As you are ready to give up on your search for life, you find one last storage area with the door closed and locked. You hear muffled voices inside. What do you want to do?
Is there graffiti on the wall that says Lieutenant Slaw is a weenie? Or no graffiti on the wall?
No graffiti. No graffiti on the wall.
It wasn't that type of vandalism. Okay.
It's been ransacked. It's been ransacked and destroyed.
All right. It's probably.
But we hear something, right?
You hear something in like there's like this area, like this locked room, and you hear muffled sounds inside. What do you want to do?
It's probably more Neanderthals ready to jump out to kill us.
I'm one of those, aggressive types. I'm going to ask permission from the commander to bust through the door to see what's on the other side.
I don't want to die, Commander.
He's saying he doesn't want to die, but I'm the aggressive type, so I asked for permission first. Commander, can I bust through the door?
Which side is the door locked from?
The door is locked from the outside. It should be easy to unlock it.
Okay, so it's locked from our side.
Yes.
Somebody has locked this, whatever's in there.
Exactly. Someone
has
locked themselves inside.
How about someone pull out a tricorder and scan what's in there?
Oh, you guys always want to do it the non-fun way. Okay.
Or
so
I'll scan.
Lieutenant Dankra can go through the air ducts and look down within the room to see what's in there. If he's so daring enough to do so.
Oh, I'm definitely in that. Sounds like.
Hope you don't fall and get eaten by whatever's in there.
So Dankra's looking around desperately for some air vents. He's not really seeing anything.
No air vents. Okay.
What a horrible space.
Did you want to try to scan?
Yeah.
Are we scanning with a tricorder?
Yeah.
Okay,
no AC in this one.
Okay. All right, so who's scanning?
I'll scan.
All right, so Masters, you pull out your tricorder, you scan the door, and you notice that there's two life forms inside, right? One is a human, and the other one closely resembles the Neanderthals that you just dealt with outside of the shuttle.
Is she attractive to the eye, this woman?
This is the
we don't know. There's no air
century, not the 23rd.
Yeah. There's no air ducts to see through.
So I'll say phaser's on stun, and I'll hit the button to open the door.
Oh boy! All right,
so who's on? So you're gonna attempt to unlock the door. Okay. Yeah. So this is gonna be a difficulty of 0. But I want Jeremy to roll a reason plus engineering. Plus engineering.
I'm ready.
So you'll roll 2 d20s with a difficulty of 0.
So it doesn't matter what I roll, right?
Exactly. Okay. Now we're sort of building momentum here.
So I rolled a 13 and an 11.
What's your success rate?
What am I basing it off of?
This was going to be reason and engineering.
So 9, so 14, so they both succeed.
So you just banked 2 momentum. All right, so the door opens, and you see a cot. On the cot, at the back of the storage area, sits a middle-aged human. She cradles in her arms a man. It is hard to tell his age because of his strange appearance. His sweat-soaked face is covered with hair, and even as you watch, the ridges on his eyebrows twitch and pulse as if changing in sporadic fits. Right? So you're kind of looking at him, and you're kind of seeing that his face is slowly morphing, and she's kind of sort of holding him in her arms.
Old man.
I'll say step away from him.
What are they saying? What like there was a noise on that, or is she like
are they talking
praying,
to each other?
or are they doing some type of summoning thing in there?
Okay, so she's holding him right now. She's rocking him.
So that's what we heard ultimately. I'm trying to figure out what the threat is. Is this an aggressive, like, wailing, like something's wrong with this older gentleman, this Benjamin Button type guy that's in her arm, or is this just a consoling and just saying, hey, it's gonna be okay type thing?
So she's holding him like you can tell that she cares for this person.
So she probably knows him.
Okay, so she's holding him. Masters, are you saying that you're going to talk to her?
Yeah, I'm going to say, step away. He might turn at any time.
Okay, so she hears you and she's not really like responding to you yet. She's kind of crying, and she's saying to herself, "It's too late. They're all gone." And Jasper, and she can't finish because she's crying. She's like, Jasper, he just can't. It's too late.
Do we have any other medical supplies?
Do you want to look around the research station to find medical supplies?
Yeah, I want to look for a hypo spray with a sedative.
Are you going to attempt to sedate her?
Him.
So you want to sedate? You want to sedate the man that she's holding.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. So is that what you're going to try to do right now?
Yeah. If we didn't bring anything with us from a med kit, then yeah, I will look around for something.
If you can't find anything, Commander, I can unarmed strike this man and knock him down unconscious.
Okay. So Masters, you see a hypo spray, you pick it up and you load it and you walk towards the Neanderthal, and the woman says, stop, please don't. I haven't completed my work. He's changing right now, but I need your help. I need your help to be able to cure him. Please don't put him under. Please don't do this.
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Heidi Ship. I've been researching here for the past couple of years. Something happened. I don't know what happened, but everybody just started turning. They ransacked the research station. This is my partner, Jasper. He just started turning. I've been researching this for quite a long time, and I feel like I have a solution. Can you please help me?
What do you need?
All right, so she says that there are 13 members at this research station. They've been working on this for years. They're actually working on a cure to a medical condition, and they found out that there's something on the planet where they could find a sort of like a treatment for this medical treatment. And she has been working on this for quite a while, but she needs a couple of things from you first. She needs for you to gather some components, or some specimen, and she also wants you to help her cure de-evolution. Now you can do either multiple of these things at the same time, or you can try to do it one at a time. But she is probably not going to leave until you accomplish one of these tasks.
Do you have any sort of stasis pods or a transporter here?
We don't have any transporters here. Once again, we're just a research station. I've been working on this cure for quite a long time. I've been researching this. I need you to help me gather some things.
Yes, where are your replicators? We will go make them.
Unfortunately, we can't replicate the materials. You actually have to go out and
this is really
them.
Shoddy research station. You should talk to whoever sent you out.
Like, no wonder they changed.
When we get out of here, I blame Jellicoe. It's all his fault.
Are you going
okay,
to?
I have a suggestion then. Right,
okay, go ahead.
Who has the highest medical or medicine? What is it? Medicine?
Probably our doctor.
Well, I know that, but between the three of us, mine is a 1.
Mine's a 1. Yeah.
Mine is a 3.
Oh my. Okay. Well.
So there's that.
I don't know if my suggestion was to leave you with the happy couple. My thought is that the commander could hang back at the station while me and Donkra go and search for whatever is needed out there.
Sure.
Now, there's one more thing. So there's a couple of things you can be doing at the same time if you want to. So remember, you also need to get off the planet. And you have noticed that there are components in the research station that can be converted to the components you needed to fix the shuttlecraft. Okay.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Unfortunately, you're also noticing that the ion storm that crashed you is getting worse. So it's sort of trickling down closer to where you guys are at. So sort of time is very important here as well. So it might be helpful to split up in this particular incident or this particular moment.
So what needs to be done at the station?
So you need to gather components from the station, but you also need to gather specimen outside. And she'll tell you that they're right outside, that you can gather those. And then, but also there's an additional option where you can actually attempt to cure de-evolution, right? So that's a third option for you as well. So something on top of it that you could do as well if you wanted to.
What about the communications array at the station? Where's that at?
Okay, so you find the communication array. What do you want to do with it?
I'm just going to send out a message for any nearby high warp capable ships to come help.
All right. So you communicate, and the person that comes up is Captain Jellicoe. Hello, Commander Masters. How are you doing?
We are in a situation here, Captain. So I assume that the what's the name of our ship?
The Pike.
The Pike.
Yes.
I assume that the Pike is on their way here at maximum warp.
We're on our way. We'll try to get there as soon as we can. From what I understand, have you found any of the research team yet?
We have found about half of the research team. Some are in a state of de-evolution-ish, is what it appears to be. There's an ion storm that is rapidly increasing in severity. We crash landed, and we are unsure on our ability to rescue the remainder of the team.
Well, Commander Masters, do what you can. We're on our way. We'll get there. And then you just lost the signal.
Dang it! And I didn't even get to cuss him out before you got.
You just lost the signal. All right. So there's three options here. Right. One of them you have. So one of them, or multiple ones you have to do. Right. So at least two of these you have to do. The first one is you have to gather the components to repair the shuttle, but you also have to gather the specimen to create, not the cure, but you have to gather the specimen that she can use for her research, because she's telling you that this research is very important to the disease, that there's a cure here. We can cure these people right now and save their lives. If we don't do that, they'll die, right? But this could also save people who are dealing with similar illnesses elsewhere as well.
Yes, right? we have seen this rampantly throughout the Federation.
Let's say that it's what's happening to the de-evolution has nothing to do with, or it has something similar to do with the disease that she's researching. Okay, so it's not like the disease is de-evolution. It's just how it affects these particular people on this planet is causing de-evolution. But it's a different separate medical condition outside.
Okay, so we've got to find a specimen outside, components inside.
Yes.
And something else to help her directly.
So to de-evolve the.
Yeah, but so is it two things or three things we have to?
It's two, possibly three. If you don't have enough time, because this is a time task, so you have to have 3 successful tasks, or you have 3 chances. After that, the timer's run out. Does that make sense?
So we need to succeed 2 out of 3. Is that what you're saying? Or 3 out of 3?
So in other words, so once again, it's similar to the work track where, so if you fail a task, that counts against you, and you only have 3 attempts.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean by that?
Okay, so we need to prioritize being able to get off the planet, I would think.
All right. How about I take that hypo spray with the knockout juice in it with me, and I'll take the components back to the runabout and repair it. And just in case those Neanderthals are coming too, I can put them out while I finish repairs.
Do you need any assistance?
There wasn't anything dangerous.
I was assuming just in case
back.
they're Neanderthal. I'm just trying to find myself useful. I'm just the security dude. I'm a meathead, it seems.
You want to split up, or do you want to stay together?
So I would think Slaw could go back and repair the runabout. Donkra, if you want to help look for the specimen that she needs.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
And that's it, right? So finding the specimen is what helps her research.
Exactly. Okay. And she's not going to leave, or the difficulty of persuading her to leave goes down significantly if you do these tasks, if you do that task.
How much time would be wasted if I waited for a hypo spray with her
Go upstairs, son.
help in it that I could take with me?
Say that again?
Like you said that if you get the specimens, that she would have a cure. Is that right?
Yeah, so you can attempt to cure de-evolution. Yes.
And that takes more time?
It does take more time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what did we say about is the doctor staying with the people that we found earlier and making sure they're contained?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sure. We'll say that. We'll retcon that. We'll say that's what she's doing.
Then yeah, I would say Slaw, just go back, try to repair the runabout, and if you repair it, come pick us up.
Okay, that I can do.
All right. So we'll go ahead and start off with Slaw first. Okay. So Slaw, you are attempting to find the material. Okay. So first of all, I need you to roll a reason and engineering. Okay.
What's the difficulty?
With a difficulty of 1.
7.
Okay, what's your reason and what's your number you're aiming for?
My reason's a 7. My engineering is a 4.
All right, so that's 1 success.
So 11. How many do I need to do?
2.
There's a 9.
All right. So that's 2 successes. All right. Sounds good.
So I have the parts now?
Yes, hold on. All right, so you just took 2 intervals of time to do that. So you're on your way to the shuttlecraft with the new components. Okay. All right. And then now, is it Donkra outside? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll assist.
All right, so Donkra and Masters are outside. Okay. This is actually going to be a difficulty of 2. All right, so you're looking for, what are you using to find this component?
So what did she tell us to find?
You're looking for plants, particular plants that might be useful to help.
I will use my eyes first.
Okay. Okay. So reasoning plus science. Reasoning plus science with a difficulty of 2. Okay. So is Donkra assisting in this?
I'm not too sure if I'm going to be of a help. I have a reason of 7 and a science of 1. I'm just here to support the commander, make sure
You're here to
no
learn.
nonsense is happening on security. That's kind of what I'm good at.
You have quite a few momentum, Jeremy. If you want to use, you have 5 momentum. So if you wanted to buy some extra die,
Yeah, can you use those after the fact, or do you have to say I'm going to use them before you roll?
You can use them after the fact. Yes.
Okay. So I have a reason of 9, and you said science?
Yes.
So that's 12. Yep, I'm going to need those momentum.
What'd you end up getting?
A 15 and a 19.
Yeah, 19. So one of them was not successful?
Neither of them was successful.
Oh, so 2 non-successes. So you need 2 additional die.
Yeah.
Okay. So that uses 3 die. So now you're down to 2 momentum. All right. Go ahead and roll those 2 die.
And that is a 1 and a 13.
So 1 is 2. And the 13 is, what was your number again? I can't remember.
12.
So you ended up getting, so you ended up doing it with that 1. That 1 saved you.
Okay.
Okay. Sweet. But no momentum. Okay. So, all right.
We got 2 momentum left, right?
You have 2 momentum, right?
Okay.
Yeah, 8 left. Exactly. All right. So you gather the specimen. How much? So how many intervals did that take? That's another 2 intervals of time. How many intervals of time?
I assume those 2 intervals were the same time as Slaw's 2 intervals?
Yes, but they compound with each other.
That's not how time works.
Very good. I like it. I cannot remember how much. We'll say you have 2 more. I'm making up these rules as I go along. How about that? All right. So you have an attempt to cure de-evolution if you wanted to. So you have 2 more. So you have another attempt because you were successful in those both too. So you can attempt to try to. You know what? No, that's not what's happening. All right. So as Donkra and Masters are outside, a Neanderthal comes out of nowhere, and he attacks Donkra. Okay. All right. So for I get to roll. Right. So this Neanderthal comes out of nowhere and attempts to. So
Donkra was like on the lookout, so I assume he sees him coming, right?
We can do that. I like it. So Donkra, you see the Neanderthal. You want to attack? Yes. I want to go ahead and do the unarmed strike. One of its qualities, it knocks down and it's non-lethal. So I would like to do that. All right. Does it say what it actually does? Like, does it give you an extra die, or what does it? What does it actually do? Do you know? It just says I just have unarmed strike, 6 qualities, knockdown, non-lethal, Vic 1. Let's do this first of all. Okay, so let's go ahead and have you attack. Are you going to do a melee or are you going to do a phaser attack? I think I'm going to do a melee here. Okay, so you have 6 die here. Okay. Go ahead and roll 6 d6s. Did I? Wait, hold on. I think I accidentally hit the button to close it out. Give me 2 seconds. Oh no, I didn't. All right, I need to roll 1 1 6-sided die. Boom. Oh, I'm sorry. First of all, you need to roll your d20s first. Oh, d20s. All right. And I have 2 available, correct? Yes. All right. And we're doing a fitness. I'm sorry. We're doing a daring and security. A daring and security 17 for you. So that's 12 and 5. That's 17. So you rolled a 12 and a 5. No, that's what my daring in my what is it? The security you said? It's yes. So that's a total of. So daring 17. And security is total 17. And right. So I'm rolling 2 die. One's 9 and the other one's 14.
So both are successes with a difficulty of 1 because it is a melee. So you bank 1 momentum. All right. So now go ahead and roll 6.
Roll the 6.
D6s.
And the first one is 6, and the second one is 2.
So 1 is 2, and 1's okay. Go ahead.
I thought I only had 2 die.
Oh, no, you have 6 D6s.
Oh, okay. So it's 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, and 6. So 3 6s, 2 2s, 1 4.
Wait, say that again. So you have 6 D6s? Say that again.
I have 3 6s, 2 2s, 1 4.
Okay, 5, 6, 7. So 7 hits. Oh, wait, one of them is not a hit, so it's 6. All right. What is there? Not okay. All right. So Dankra, you strike this Neanderthal before he's coming for you, but you move and you strike him across the face, and he's kind of dazed a little bit. He's hurt a little bit, right? So the initiative can go to the Neanderthal now, unless you guys want to spend 2 momentum to keep the initiative. Is that what you want to do?
I wouldn't mind doing that. I just want to make sure that we stay safe and make sure he's subdued before we keep on moving, so he doesn't continue on to follow us or attack us again.
Now, if you want to keep the initiative, that would be you have to spend 2 die or 2 momentum. I'm sorry, 2 momentum. So you lose 2 momentum. Now you have 3, so you could, but it would be it increases the difficulty for you, Dankra, unless James Masters wants to do something. Then the difficulty would not be increased. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna let him see, because I don't think I want to spend up all the momentum here. So I want to give the commander an opportunity to come in and prove to me that dating my sister wasn't in vain.
Now remember, if you have to use momentum to keep the initiative as a team, if you don't want to use it, it passes to the Neanderthal. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. All right. So the Neanderthal is an attempt to attack.
How do I assist? Or is that on the next go?
Unless you want to spend the momentum, then you can just deliver your turn.
If you don't spend the momentum, he gets it.
Do you want to spend a momentum, Masters, and do something, or do you want to allow the Neanderthal to do something?
I mean, I think in the interest of time, we should probably spend the momentum and try to get it done, right?
All right, let's do it.
All right.
All right, so we're all running out of time here. I get it. So yeah. So all right, so you spend the momentum. All right, Jeremy, go ahead and roll a. Do you want to do a phaser attack, or do you want to do a melee attack?
Is this me assisting, or is this Dankra?
No, this is you actually attacking.
Okay. I'll hit him with my anti-grav phaser to stun him.
Okay. All right, so it's going to be a phaser attack. So this is going to be a control and security, okay? But it is a difficulty of 2 because you are... Now, do you want to do a minor action and aim? Because if you aim, then you get a reroll if you need to.
Yes, I will always aim before I fire my phaser.
Okay, so you're going to aim. All right, so go ahead and roll your control plus security. So that's what is that for you?
So that's 13 for me.
13, okay. So roll 2 d20s.
So I got a 16 and a 2.
So one of them is a success, the other one is not a success. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
And you're saying I get one more?
You can re-roll that 16, yes.
Okay. That's 5.
All right, so 2 successes. So you hit. This is a successful hit on the with your phaser fire, right? And go ahead and roll. Let's see here. What do you have for phaser? You have 4. Go ahead and roll your 4 d6s.
So that is a 3, a 5, a 2, and a 4.
A 3, that's nothing. A 3, a 5 is 1. What'd you say? 2 and a 4?
Yeah.
A 2 is 2. And a 4 is nothing. So you have 3 hits. So 3 hits, and Masters fires his phaser at the Neanderthal, and the Neanderthal falls onto the ground.
Nice.
All right, very good. Excellent.
All right, let's drag him inside.
All right, so you're bringing him into the research station. All right, very good. I know we're all sort of running out of time here, so I'm sort of gonna kind of push things forward a little bit. All right, so we're not gonna worry about the de-evolution just right now. So do you want to attempt to drag the Neanderthal back to the shuttle, or do you want to leave him there?
To the shuttle?
Yeah, do you just want to leave him there? And I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him there with the woman and the other Neanderthal.
Okay, so you're gonna make it back to the shuttle now?
Well, I thought we were going to stay and help her, and Slaw was going to come pick us up.
So you want to try to cure de-evolution? Is that what you want to do? You want to do that next? Yeah. Okay, very good. All right. So first you need to identify the cause. So you need a reasoning plus science with a difficulty of 3, right? So you don't have any momentum to spend because you spent all your momentum.
No,
so
we got one momentum, right?
You got 1 momentum.
I thought it was just 2 that we used, and we had a total of 3.
So you used, you had a total of 3. You used 1 momentum. You used 2 momentum to maintain initiative. So you have 1 momentum. So you can use it to add an extra die.
So it's a difficulty of 3. Can the doctor telling us her research assist?
Sure. Okay. So she'll assist you on that. All right. So who wants to do this? This is going to be a reason plus science.
So that's a 12.
I'm only at an 8.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. So do a reason plus science with the difficulty of 3.
So this is 3d20, and she's going to help out.
So are you using a momentum to do your 3?
I mean, I'll just do 2, and then she can help out. If I need to, I'll roll again.
Sure. So you're doing reason and what did I say?
Reason and science.
Science.
So that's 12. Okay. So that's a 3 and an 8 for me.
Okay. Are those both successful?
Yep.
Yes. All right. Very good. And she's going to have to help on this. So she's doing a D20, but hers is, we'll do reason plus, what did I say again?
You said science.
Science.
Could also be medicine, right?
We'll go with science for now because medicine comes in later. So 16 is going to be her number, and she's going to help out with a D20, and it succeeded. All right, very good. All right, so the first thing is you guys identified the cause. Now you need to study the symptoms. So I need a control plus medicine task with a difficulty of 3 as well.
Control plus medicine?
Is this supposed to be completed with a full team?
Perhaps, but I'll allow her to assist as well.
All right, so that's 13 again for me, control and medicine.
Yeah, I got 13 also.
Okay. You want to roll it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, it's 220.
2 D20s.
All right, 17 and 13.
So one's a success and one's a not success. Is that what do I remember that correctly? Okay, so she's going to roll. Oh, it doesn't matter what she rolls because that would be unsuccessful.
We have the momentum to use, right?
You do have the momentum to use. Do you want to try to use that?
Yeah.
I'll roll 1 more time. Then 14.
So that's unsuccessful as well. Okay.
Daggone it.
So what you're going to have to do is you're just going to have to, you weren't able to cure the de-evolution, but you can make your way to the runabout because you have the specimens necessary. Okay.
Sorry, lady.
All right. Very good. All right. So you make it back to the runabout.
Wait, are we really saying that Starfleet would leave these people there?
No, and that's part of one of my things where it's like no man left behind type thing. So is that meant, like, do we have to leave them, or do we, as is?
We can go back and get them with the shuttle.
Okay.
So
that makes sense. I see what you did there.
No man left behind. That's go ahead and use your determination. Okay, so that counts as a pure 1. So you just successfully completed that task. Now we need to devise the cure. All right, so you successfully studied the symptoms. Now you need to devise a cure. This is actually going to be another difficulty of 3.
I also have in the nick of time talent. Does that help me out here?
Sure. What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
Do you even know what it does?
No, it's just named in the nick of time, and it's one of my talents.
So you just here to save the day at a very convenient time.
Yeah, time is running out. It seems applicable.
We'll say that it allows you to re-roll a die. How about that? All right. So we have a daring plus medicine. Who wants to do daring plus medicine?
And I'm at 15.
So anybody else? Are we all together now?
You're higher than me.
I'm confused.
Not yet. We're still trying to devise the cure, right? You guys didn't want to leave a man behind, which allowed you to be successful on one last task. Okay.
Yeah. So I have a daring of in medicine of 15. Does anybody have higher than that?
Okay. So go ahead and roll your 2d20s.
2d20s. Here we are. Rolling now. 1 and 8. Hot dog. Let's freaking go.
So that's actually 3. So we'll add a momentum. All right, very good. So you successfully devised the cure to the condition.
Come to find out, it's just lizard spit.
All right, so Dr. Ship says, thank you so much for helping me out with that. We can administer the cure to the rest of the Neanderthals, and or the rest of the research team, and we can cure them. Sorry. So she takes the thing and she applies it to Jasper, her partner, and he slowly starts to sort of go back to normal. And you guys sort of pick him up and you make your way back to the runabout. Okay. Does that sound good?
Yeah. I mean, so do we have all 13 of the people?
You don't have all 13, but you have the 5 plus Jasper. So what's that, 6? And then you have that one Neanderthal that you just knocked out. Maybe you want to grab him too?
Yeah. So with her,
that's 7.
That's 8 total. So we're still missing 5 people.
You're missing 5 people. All right. So you make your way to the runabout. You're carrying all these people, and you see the remainder of the Neanderthals hanging out outside. Okay, what do you want to do?
Outside the shuttle or outside the runabout?
They're outside the runabout.
So where am I at this point? Am I inside the runabout?
You're inside the runabout.
Okay.
We're just going to hyperspray them, turn them all back human, hop in the fixed runabout, blast off.
All right, very good. All right, so for the sake of time, we
all rolled 1s.
This is what I need you guys to do. A control plus engineering, okay, with a difficulty of 2.
I'll do that.
Okay.
So 5 and 9, my number was 17.
All right. So once Commander Masters gets there, he's helping Slaw put the new equipment in the right place, and you are able to get power back to the system. You're also able to hyperspray all the Neanderthals and get them in. Once again, this is for sake of time. So I need a reason plus science. Who wants to do that one?
Plus science.
Mine would be an 8.
7. I'm 8. I'm very low.
I'm a 12. I can. Can the doctors help us out any?
Yes.
All right.
The doctor can.
And we have a momentum.
So 14 and 6. So 1 passes, 1 does not.
Okay. So the doctor is going to assist you on that. What I say, reason and science. Reason and science. All right, so that is a success. So you successfully gain power back to the system. And now I just need someone to fly us out of the ion storm successfully. That's going to be a control plus con with a difficulty of 3.
Well, I can do
the difficulty of 3. Now you have 2 momentum.
Yeah, that's a 16 for me. So
go ahead, make it happen.
So you have a difficulty of 3. Do you want to
I'm gonna
use a momentum, or you want someone to assist?
I'm gonna use the momentum.
Okay. All right. Very good. So you have 3 die to roll. So roll 3 d20s.
11.
Okay.
An 8.
All right.
Better not be 20.
And a 9.
Very good.
Yeah,
so
let's get out of here.
So Slaw powers up the engines, sort of pilots through the ion storm, and you're out with all the research team, the entire research team, plus Dr. Ship, and Asha's there as well, right, from the previous episode. And you're making your way out, and you get a call from Jellicoe. Jellicoe calls in.
Don't answer it, Commander. I'm still pissed at him.
Still pissed at Jellicoe? He's like, good job, everybody. You did fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing you all when you come to the ship.
I wish I could say the same, Captain. Wish I could say the same.
How dare you? All right, that was it.
All right.
Good job, team. Good job.
Not bad for episode 1.
Yeah, we finally got it finished. Hopefully next time we won't be so rushed, and I won't be so buzzed that I'll remember how to do extended tasks.
No, be buzzed. Be happy.
Very good. All right. That is it for our episode today. Thank you guys, everyone, for listening. Goodbye.